ladies and gentlemen, to Ultimate Dirt TV's coverage. Lernerville.com Super Late Models Championship night. Live at the moment. Just getting our now. Stop and started for about 8 seconds, but we're going down. Tony Jenny Brown leading Dustin Hall, Gavin Jordan, and Chris Fisher. As it stands, Fisher up on the inside right now. So Jordan holding on to third as we come to the white flag. JD Brown, the leader, into 1 and 2. Apologies about the delay there, just getting all set up, but we are good now for championship night here on Sunday evening. For the Super Late Models, JD Brown ahead of Dustin Hall, Gavin Jordan, the top 3, Chris Fisher, Malcolm Floyd, Eric Scalf, James Grace, the top 7 in that one. Alright, heat race number 2. Cars making their way onto the racetrack right now. Let's take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. So only going to be a handful of cars in this one. Tanner Folds and Tyler Ducharme on the front row. Barry Sorensen, Aaron Kitchen, row 2. And Mitch Starks will make up row number 3. Heat number 2 here, the dirtfan.com Championship Night Super Late Models at Lernerville. 100 lap main event to come. And don't forget, we've also got the 410 winged sprint cars after this one. Folds. Sorry, yeah, Folds and Ducharme on the front row. And it is Ducharme. Your leader, Ducharme down into 3 and 4 for Slick Sim Sports. Sorensen in second, Folds third, Styles and Kitchen round out the top 5. And running wide, we've only got half the cars on the heat race. Well, it was only meant to be the top 28 drivers in points. And people obviously cannot read. Even people that aren't in the top 25 or top 28, they are still in the race for some reason. I'm just going to show you what kind of team they're on then. Can't listen. But Slick Sim Sports driver, Tyler Ducharme, your leader. And the 9 machine. Sorensen sitting in second. And you go back to Tanner Folds in third. Fourth, you see the 54 machine of Mitch Styles, and rounding out the top 5, Aaron Kitchen. Run the number 9, used to run the 17 machine. Oh, there goes Folds off the racetrack. Styles. There goes a slide job from Kitchen on Mitch Styles. 5 down, 3 to run. Top 3 moving directly into the main event. We don't see too many cars missing the grid. Sorensen starting to close the gap. The race leader Tyler Ducharme, but time running out for the 45B of Barry Sorensen. Ducharme's got it all too easy out in front. Final time, heat race number 2. Sorensen throws it in deep. One last final time. Ducharme gets a bit ahead of Sorensen. Second went to Barry Sorensen. Third, Mitch Styles. Fourth went to Aaron Kitchen. And fifth place went to Tanner Folds. Let's take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid for heat race number 3. Evan C. and Jim Emery on the front row. We'll go back to Daniel Passmore and Blake Majulis, Zach McSwain and Garrett Nebrigi to make up a 6-car field. Laps of distance once again, heat race number 3. Drivers get the 1 green signal this time by. Well, tonight's a little different, Thomas, just because of people joining when they shouldn't be. And because Steve isn't here, people think they can do what they want. That's what we had a full last race. Thought he was on top of the world and better than everyone else. And decided to straight line people. Alright, see your leader. Down the back straight away. Then you go back to Majulis putting the slide job there on Jim Emery for that second spot. So we have 8 lap heat races, 2 completed. Keep an eye on Jim Emery holding down the 3rd spot. Almost got off the edge of the racetrack. Got the bulldozer coming through with the 25 machine. Garrett Nebrigi back there in position 5 as well. But your leader just having it all his own way. The randomised heat race draws. No qualifying at the moment. Season 9, things are getting a bit of a shake up and a bit of a change. second position, the winner of the UMP Modified Series. Final time, heat race number 3. The DirtFan.com Super Late Model Series as Evan C going to move into the redraw position. He will win. Heat race, Blake Journalist will come home with second. Zach in the 25, third. Fourth goes to Emery, Nibrigi, and Passmore. Which I believe it should be the final heat race of the night. Or is that 2 heat races? Yeah, this is the cool track, Robbie. Let's take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. The way their schedules line up, not sure if these drivers are here. Flood and Fox at 21, and then 10 at Tomasi. Brett Rolls, I know Brickley's gone. Caldermarsh, Quillen, and Blake Brown. Final heat of the night. As Fox will look to move into your race lead. Driver shouldn't even be in this race. Not in the top 28 in points. Rolls in third, Caldermarsh in fourth, then you go back to Quillen, Brown, and Tomasi. Should be able to round up the leaders and work out lap times to come up. There we go. So lap number 3 in the books this time by Fox. Lap time to the 15.2's been held up. Oh, 21 at this stage. My father 999. About a tenth and a half quicker. Brett Rolls will be 17. It's nice to see Brett Rolls back out. Super late model scene. Yeah, we've seen him a number of times throughout the season here with the World of Thunder, season number 8. Careful the straight line, Fox. 12 of Ben Caldermarsh. Spot, Huey Quillen rounds out the top 5, 10 at Tomasi for Melbourne Sports, and then Blake Brown in the 74B machine. White flag is out, final time in heat number 4. Your finishing order, and now it's going to move into the B main. Let's take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. Alright, well, the B main has got 8 cars in it, and the top 6 from this one are going to go through. Fisher, Emery, Cloyd, Niebergy, Emery, Scout, Perez, Grace. I see, sure there's only 2 more cars in this. Who leads lap number 1, Emery on the top side through 1 and 2, Dalton Cloyd on the bottom side, Garrett Niebergy behind them in the 19 in, now being pressured by Eric Scow. Scow looking to take away 4th away from Niebergy. Oh, Emery off the edge of the racetrack, unfortunately. Now going to fall outside of the top 6. Tough crowd on championship night. Watching the battle right now, Dalton Cloyd in the pink and black number 30 machine. Sitting in 2nd spot, Niebergy in 3rd. Your leader, after 7 is completed, the 5 machine, the TVR number 5. Chris Fisher doing the right things at the moment. Fisher going to win ahead of Cloyd, Niebergy, Scalf, Emery. The top 5. He's going to come home 6, waiting for the time. Emery going to get it over Passmore. Alright, hello Patricia, welcome back. As B main number 2 car's taken to the racetrack right now. And it's going to be just 6 cars, and let's take a look at how they line up with your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. Row 1, Aaron Kitchen and Ben Kutamaj. Tanner Folds and Huey Quillen in row 2. And it's going to be Tanner Tomasi and Blake Brown in the final row. Alright, here we go. 6 cars fighting it out for basically the outside row positions. These 6 cars will make it through to our main event. At the moment, Aaron Kitchen leads out in front. Kutamash in second. Quillen, Fold, Tomasi, and Brown. Tomasi, in fact, it's Brown having those blinking issues going down into turns 3 and 4. But again, Kitchen leads down into 1 and 2 on board thanks to Black Diamond Motorsports. See, in fact, Kutamaj on the outside. In fact, about to rocket into the race lead. On board with Aaron Kitchen at the moment. We go back and take a look at Kutamaj on the outside. It's side by side. Kitchen had it back at the start-finish line. Very little in it between the pair. Side-by-side battle, B-Main number 2. The winner of this B-Main will start position 14. Second place will start 16 and go back to 3rd in 18th. Oh no, Kitchen and Ben Kutamaj in the 12. There was contact out of turn 2. They both kept it going. So it's the 5 cars left on the racetrack. Here comes Huey Quillen now, trying to put the slider on Kitchen, but unable to do so. Kitchen back to the race lead in 1 and 2 here on the final lap. Can Kutamaj come back at him down to the bottom side? No, Kitchen is victorious. A hell of a drive from Aaron Kitchen. Second went to Huey Quill, and he stole second right at the start-finish line. Kutamaj, Tomasi, and Folds. And now we've got our redraw. And let's go and have a look. Let's go 4 people.
Yes, sir. 4 drivers.
All right, ready to go.
Alrighty, heat race number 1, 14 to JD Brown.
Position 2.
Heat race number 2, the 9 of Tyler Ducharme.
Position 1.
Heat race number 3, the 33 of Evan C.
Position 3.
And heat race number 4, the 21 of Benjamin 80.
Position 4.
Alrighty, thank you, sir.
Thank you. Have fun. Alright, that should be better there. And let's drag that down, bring that down a touch. Alright, we'll take a quick break and come back on the other side of this, our main event. Alright, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Ultimate Dirt TV's coverage of the DirtFan.com Super Late Model Series. It is Championship Night, and what is meant to be our top 28 drivers seems as though people are too incompetent to comprehend that. We have some drivers who, for some reason, are in here but still allowed to race. Anyhow, I guess that's what you can do when the owner of World of Thunder isn't here. Don't forget, we are live across Facebook and YouTube tonight. And our 410 Winged Sprint Car Series. Up after this one, we'll head over to the Knoxville Raceway. Alright, it is now time for our main event. Let's take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. Our scheduled 24 starters. There is not a lot of change. In fact, there's only one change, and that happens to be for the front row. Patricia, you would think that a grown man with kids would act like a grown man instead of acting like a kid, but anyhow. Tyler Ducharme and JD Brown are going to be in row 1. Tyler Ducharme will start on pole, and JD Brown will start position 2. Evan C. will start position 3, the 24. Back to 21, Benjamin out of position 4. Position 5, Dustin Hall, Barry Sorensen, Blake Majulis, Dylan Fox, Gavin Jordan, Mitch Stiles, Zach McSwain, Brett Rolls no longer here. He has been removed. He is not the driver that I am referring to. They kicked him, but they didn't kick the other one. Chris Fisher, Aaron Kitchen, Dalton Cloyd, Huey Quillen, Garrett Niebregi, Ben Kutamash, Eric Scalf, Tanner Tomasi, James Grace, Tanner Folds, Jim Emery, and Blake Brown. 100 laps around Lernerville. We're in for a long one. We're going to get a drink. Right, the drivers are getting told to get into the greatest sight in all of motorsports. A 4-wide salute will happen here at the Lernerville Speedway. So you're about to see this field go 4 wide for the final time in Season 8. Season 9, a lot of rule changes coming up. There'll be new ways to get into the Premier Super Late Model League for the World of Thunder Racing League and DirtFan.com series. So once we get to lap 5 of 105, the drivers will break away from the traditional 4-wide salute as they go down into turns number 1 and 2. Thank you, Patricia. Once we start lap 5 of 105, we're on lap 4 at the moment. So essentially we are 2 to green. They will get the 1 to green signal this time by from race control. Dylan Fox, 1 to watch. Aaron Kitchen, Blake Majulis. They start inside the top 10. Here we go. It's time for 100 laps at DirtFan.com. Super Late Model Championship. We are green here at Lernerville. Slick Sim Sports, Tyler Ducharme the leader. From the Bad Racing, number 14 of JD Brown, then the VLR entry of Evan C. There goes Brown to the inside. Ducharme Runs the cushion through 1 and 2. Thomas, I couldn't tell you. I hadn't kept track of the points. I could not tell you, unfortunately, but if you keep an eye out on the World of Thunder Facebook page, sure Steve will eventually get it up. He has a family emergency to deal with tonight, and of course, family's number one. This game is just second. There goes Dustin Hall to the inside of the 21 machine as we watch Fox trying to get a run on Barry Sorensen. Blake Majulis. There goes Duchalme off the racetrack. He was your race leader. Now he is going to wait to come back onto the racetrack. Wait for it. Safe to do so. Yellow is out. James Grace ending up going off the racetrack as well. JD Brown going to be the new race leader. That caution. Oh, there you go. Thomas. Jordan Case did. Congrats, buddy. Congrats on the championship. Congrats to yourself and congrats to D1RT. So our Black Diamond Motorsports onboard cameras looking out the back. Shane, thank you for that follow. Appreciate it. So the field being told to double up. All good. Yes, Patricia couldn't have said it any better. Steve knows where I am if he needs to have a chat. As we are back to green flag action. Still 92 laps to go. Oh, look at that. Nading right rearing someone. Going to fall back as the yellow going to fly. You would think that on championship night with our top 28 drivers and one outsider, that we would have a somewhat of a cleaner night. Unfortunately, and now people, you know, I'm not one to hold back. JD Brown and Blake Majulis. We are back underway in our super late model main event. JD Brown looking for a win here at the Lernerville Speedway, but with so many laps to go, you wouldn't be thinking of that win right now. You would just be trying to get through the first 85 laps and then, you know, really start to go in the last 15, depending on where you are at on the racetrack. Evan C now coming after Majulis through 1 and 2. 74 of Dustin Hall back there in 4th position. Then you go back to Dylan Fox, who rounds out the top 5. So Brown good through the early goings, the early 5th of this feature event. Although we've just gone past lap 21 on the scoreboard, that is essentially only lap number 16 at the moment. Just keep an eye for Patricia. Chris Fisher in 13th position at the moment. No, JD Brown off the racetrack. Yellow is out though. Dalton Cloyd, the 30 machine. Apparently he's shoot and darts. Not shooting darts, shooting. Terry, your shout? Awesome. Lights are out on the pace truck. Steve, thank you very much for that follow. Appreciate it. Don't forget, go to youtube.com/ultimate.tv. Hit that subscribe button. It's free. Doesn't cost a thing. Here we go, we're back underway. Slider there from Majulis on the leader of Brown, but Brown had already crossed underneath. And a calculated drive by the 14 so far as yellow coming out, and there's a big pile up. Jim Emery involved in that one. Jim Emery, I believe the car, in fact, it is Tyler Ducharme upside down. Let's take a look at your Wicked Cushion instant replay. Ducharme ends up going upside down and essentially wasn't even involved in a 10 of folds. Man, driving it in deep. Not as deep as what as they would under yellow. So back to live pictures, live video coverage I should say. Lights are out, single file restart. So JD Brown, we complete the 31st lap on the ticker, I should say. .72.73 to go that time by as Majulis down to the low side into 1 and 2. Brown on the outside. C back there in third. Fourth is Dylan Fox. And top 4 drivers moving clear from 5th on back in the 25 machine. Just gives you a real good insight to how these drivers are able to get through the Lernerville Speedway. No wall, the only track on the racing.com service without an outside wall on the dirt oval side of things. All the other tracks have got an outside wall that these drivers can bang up against and bang their right rear quarter panels on. C holding off a challenge from Dylan Fox. So a lot of these drivers spread out throughout the pack right now. Kitchen up to 8th. 9th is Huey Quillen and Ben Kutamash in the 12 machine, rounding out the top 10. Tomasi doing a nice job sitting back there in position number 12. Right roll. Type a message and look what happens. We have Huey Quillen going upside down. Unfortunately, trying to catch the somewhat of a delayed replay and just missed it. Yeah, love some racing, Patricia. Love open wheel racing. Yeah, more importantly, sprint cars. Sprint cars are by far my favourite. Alright, we are back underway. Apologies about the delay here for me, but well, we are watching on the nose of JD Brown, your race leader. There goes Majulis flying on by into the race lead, but as we've seen so many times throughout the course of Majulis throwing these sliders on JD Brown being able to cross back underneath these slide jobs. These 100 lap main events take an absolute age. Just give me a 30 lap main event any day of the week. Brown staying low. Majulis is a lot lower on the exit of turn 2, trying to get the drive off the bottom side of the moisture. Big slider once again incoming as Fox into the back of C. I tell you what, Brown and Majulis doing a hell of a job out in front. See, right there with him at the moment. And this time it's going to be Brown to put the slide job on Majulis, but Majulis around the outside. And it's taken him 42 laps, but he has gotten to the lead. And the yellow will come out once again. So we are closing in on half race distance. In the iRacing World of Outlaws Late Model Morton's Buildings, World Champion Blake Majulis, a three-time defending World of Thunder champion. In the super late model side of things, Blake Majulis is out in front. He's already picked up one win tonight in the UMP Modifieds, trying to go for two. We'll get on the gas in the middle of 3 and 4, and now again, it's this time the shoe's on the other foot. JD Brown is going to try and run him down. Evan C. It's going to fall back to 4th as the yellow back out, as Fox had gotten into 3rd. 4 different teams up in the top 4 positions at the moment. Swindell Speed Lab first, Bad Racing second, D1RT I believe will be 3rd in the 999, and TeamVLR.com in 4th. Just awaiting the arrival of the pace truck to catch up. Yeah, it's been an alright show, Patricia. Could be better. Alright, let's watch from the front straightaway. The old lazy man's camera angle. Oh, why are we not changing cars? There we go. Geez, Brown and C going at it. Not sure what went on with Fox, but he's back to 10th. I'm assuming off the edge of the racetrack. Sorensen and Dustin Hall side by side. Sorensen. How about Barry Sorensen for TVR, I should say. He's done a fantastic job here tonight. Inside of the top 5. Kudamarsh. Uh-oh. Fox shut the door on Kitchen. And a big slide job. Jordan in 10th. Tomasi 11th. Now back to 12th as the 4 machine of Jim Emery slides on by. Continue to run down the laps. We are closing in on 40 to go over the next couple. Kudamarsh was that car that went off the edge of the racetrack there. Contact with, I believe, maybe Sorensen in the 45 machine. Well, JD Brown, he's got a good shot at winning this one, but he does have to get by Blake Majulis. Now, Majulis has timed his run to perfection as he always does. Right spot at the right time. And this 127 has certainly been on an absolute tear over the past couple of weeks of racing. Back to green. 38 and a half to run. To the top 3 right now: Blake Majulis, JD Brown, Evan C. Swain 4th, Dylan Fox 5th, yellow again. Seems like we take 2 steps forward and 3 steps backwards. Arthur, thank you for that. Appreciate it. Alright, back underway. 33 to go. Speaking of the 33, he has fallen out of the top three, and he's fallen back to fourth position. I find it very hard to believe that these cautions that we're not seeing the same person in it. Well, here's what it is. Steve will be back for the 410s, hopefully. Alright, here we go. Back underway once again. How many laps can we get in the books this time? Let's watch our battle in mid-pack right now. Let's watch 10th place, Garrett Niebuhr. In fact, just in front of him, Chris Fisher the 5 in 9th. Tell you what, Blake Brown has been phenomenal tonight. Started 24th and he's up to 8th position. He's gotten through 2/3 of the field. Now trying to get by Dustin Hall. Honestly, Steve, I'd given up at this point. This is championship night and these drivers not even doing anything. .21 to go. We're not getting a whole lot of laps in, Steve. Welcome back from Facebook jail, by the way, too. Terry, your boy's up to 6. Okay, let's take a look at it right now. See if he can get himself into the top 5. It'll be 20 to go this time by. He's on the back. In fact, that's Fox who's on the back of Evans C right now. Kitchen working the bottom side. JD Brown has gone downstairs through 1 and 2 again, trying to get back by the 25, who sits in second spot. And right now, Majulis is about to have company for the race lead. If only you had done better, Steve. $18 to run as the laps. Well, I mean, we've still got 19 cars out of the 23 that are still on the lead lap. I know 3 cars. Sorry, yeah, I'm sure there was 3. Well, I know 2 cars at least who ended up upside down, Quillen and Ducharme. I thought there was 1 more. As we have got, well, we had the battle for the race lead. I'm sitting here wondering how many cars we've got on pit road. I'll go back and watch the replay. That was a slaughter in 3 and 4, but 15 to go for Majulis. Evan C made his and clawing his way back up to 3rd spot. And again, the final 15 laps. This is where you want to be right now. And McSwain closing in on your race leader, Majulis, into turns 3 and 4. Lap after lap right now. C coming after the top 2. They run side by side. Majulis has been here for half the race at the moment. Now C has been biding his time and waiting for this final 10 to 15 laps. And realizing he is close. Half a second between 1st and 3rd. Less than a second separate the top 4. And they've got a bit of a gap back to the 5th place runner. So this is the top 4 on screen. Can Majulis hang on for a win as we start to approach lap traffic, as we are about to embark on 10 laps left to run? Yes, Jay, it is very dry slick at the moment. 10 to go. Your leader, Majulis. Slide a line through 1 and 2. McSwain off the racetrack. C up into 2nd. Fox into 3rd. And now the top 3 are left. McSwain again off the edge of the racetrack, about to come back onto the back straightaway. Let's hope he doesn't do what he did last week. So what have these 3 drivers got in Ugby? These 3 drivers are probably inside the top 5, or definitely inside of the top 10 best super late model drivers on the service at the moment. And the defending World of Outlaws iRacing late model champion leads the head of the pack. Fox is having all sorts of dramas right now. That's going to allow McSwain to potentially move back into 3rd, but We stay on the top two as they start to move past lap traffic once again. 5 to go. Majulis stayed low through 1 and 2. He'll go back upstairs in 3 and 4. Maybe tested the waters down to the bottom side as we come to lap traffic. Mitch Styles, he's going to stay up high. Stay racing his line. Majulis has got the opportunity. He passed. He does. Styles drives off the edge of the racetrack. And hopefully this won't bring out a caution. So hopefully he can get back on the racetrack. Or whether he just decides to bring this one back into pit road. But right now, Tanner Folds in 14th position. There goes Majulis. Now, tip of the green, 2 to go. Folds staying up high, letting Evan C have a clean shot at Blake Majulis over these next 2 laps. C through the middle of turns 3. Slides up to the cushion. The white flag flies. It's been 99 long laps and a long season for season number 8 for the World of Thunder Racing League. DirtFan.com Super Late Models. It comes down to the final turn, but no, Blake Majulis for the second time tonight will find victory lane. Evan C closely followed home in second. Third, and rounding out the podium is going to be the 999 of Dylan Fox. Zach McSwain 4th, JD Brown 5th, Blake Brown in 6th, 7th, Dustin Hall, Chris Fisher 8th, 9th is Barry Sorensen. Rounding up the top 10, Dalton Cloyd. We go back to Eric Scalf, Aaron Kitchen, Garrett Niebregi, Tanner Folds, Gavin Jordan, Jim Emery, James Grace, Mitch Styles, Tanner Tomasi, Ben Kutamaj, Nading, who wasn't even meant to be here tonight, Quillen Ducharme, and Rolls didn't even turn a lap again. He wasn't even meant to be here tonight. So Blake Majulis doubles up on wins, making it 2 in a row. And already we are wasting very little time in chatting to our winner here tonight. Driving the 127. For the second race in a row, he goes to victory lane. But this time it's in a super late model. But Blake Majulis, Blake, congratulations on this victory. Again, so many times over the past couple of seasons, you've made it where you've picked up the UMP modified and you've doubled up in the super late models. And you do it again tonight here on Championship Night. That must be very, very pleasing.
Yes, sir. I think we both races I started 7th too, so maybe that's the lucky spot.
And this track, again, we had another full field. Again, only, I think it was meant to be 28 drivers in this one. We added an extra 40 laps on the board compared to what we had in the UMP modifieds, 100 laps. It was always going to be a long race where you're sort of just pacing yourself out there in the early goings of that one. Just, really had to be at the right spots at the right time.
Yeah, this setup, we've ran this setup for a while here, and it's so fast. Every single line, no matter what time of day, it's just always fast. I kind of tried it in warm up and wasn't too good, and I still left it and kept my hope in it and left it the same for the feature, and I ended up just coming in like crazy there and found the bottom to get by JD, and it was really rolling bottom, and then that went away, and I really felt good on slider line. And then there at the end, I think I could have messed with shocks a little more to be better at the end, but overall we held them off, and I couldn't ask for much better.
Well, perfect night, 2 for 2 in main event wins here at the Lernerville Speedway. We'll let you get out of here, but before we go, of course, we know you got some sponsors to thank.
Yes, my whole team, Swindell Speed Lab, Bell Helmets, Weiser Organics, K1 Speed, iRacing, iFlag, Sim Seats, everybody over there, Zach. You guys for broadcasting, of course, thank you. Design 75, Jeremy Ray for having me look clean, and everybody that watched. To you, everybody, thank you.
All right, Blake Majulis there, home in first place, and again picks up the twin checkered flag. However, the man that was followed closely Home in second spot tonight, driving car number 33. It's Mr. Evan C. Evan, congratulations on this second place run. Maybe another 5 or 10 laps, and it might have been a different story.
Yeah, it was just a difficult track to pass on, so, I don't know. We just, if we could have got some laps in, I think we would have been a little bit better at the end. We just, follow those caution laps, and then you get an extra lap under yellow at this track. You don't burn as much fuel, and then as you think you would, and I had like 9 or 10 gallons left at the end. So yeah, we had a little bit too much fuel in, and it was just kind of fought at the whole race there.
I noticed late in the race there wasn't really an opportunity to try and go and potentially make that big slide, and not without trying to wreck yourself or even potentially put Blake over the edge of the racetrack. A case of maybe just hoping that he was going to make a mistake there in those last couple of laps.
Yeah, about the only place you can pass is if you slide it in 3 and 4, or if they fall off the edge of the track. But yeah, it's a difficult pass to track on when it gets, or difficult pass to, or track to pass on when it gets slick. And yeah, it's just if you do make the pass, you got to make sure you clear, so you don't want to push them over the edge, like you said. And even if you do make it the pass, they can just cut under you easy. So yeah, it's just a pretty single file track. You just gotta, if you have 2 guys in front of you, it's hard to pass 2. You just gotta wait for one of them to make a move or mess up. But I mean, we had a pretty good race there and just kept it clean, and we got a little bit better towards the end when it started burning fuel off. But Jules ran a great race.
All right, well, congratulations. Second place run here at Lernerville on the Super Late Models and Championship night. We'll let you get out of here, and before we let you go, of course, we'll let you thank some sponsors and some people behind the scenes that make it all possible.
Yeah, just got to thank all the guys at Team Villar, FTP, Kevin Deadman, Dirty Grass Soul, Iris and Knife Flag, Jim Emery at Supermoon Graphics for all the paints, Captain Ben Morgan, and Snake, Steve McMillan putting on a series, and thank you for doing a broadcast.
All right, Evan C. there, home in second spot. Home in third place tonight in the 999 machine. It is Dylan Fox. Dylan, congratulations. Third place run. Boy, a real up and down type of race for you, but at the end of the night, third place, you can't be too disappointed with that one.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you could exactly call it a race because we paced for a good 60 laps of it. So in the end, it just come down to where you started on the restarts and if you wanted to make a ballsy move or somebody went off the track. But it is what it is. I mean, nothing we can really do about it.
I mean, I don't even know where to go with this interview now. It's just that topside's so dominant at a lot of these racetracks on iRacing. What has to be changed, or what needs to be changed in these longer type races to where you can have that bottom side come back in? Because some tracks are, Volusia especially, you can get that bottom or that middle groove working, but come the end of a 75 lap or even 100 lapper, it's all pretty much one lane through the middle.
Yeah, I don't really think there's anything we can do as drivers. I mean, obviously with the whole caution laps, if guys just think a little bit and realize that we got 100 laps, they don't have to do anything stupid. But as far as the tracks, I mean, the race is it's probably one of the worst tracks on the sim, if you ask me, just racing wise. There's never been a race where it doesn't go to the top like that, and then it just comes down to who goes off the edge or not. And I mean, pretty single file, but you just gotta wait for somebody to go off the edge, and I've never really seen a race here that hasn't gone to the top, so I really don't know what we can do. It's just, as drivers, we can clean it up a little bit and try to get some more green flag laps.
All right, well, congratulations on third place run here at Lernerville. We'll let you get out of here, but before we go, of course, sponsor shouts, all that good stuff, buddy. Who makes it happen for you?
Yeah, my team, D1RT. Got to thank Rocket, too. He was there helping tonight, spotting. He knows how to manage a great team. Congrats to Blake and Evan and the other guys up front. They ran a good race, and just want to thank you for broadcasting.
All right, there we go. Dylan Fox, home in third place tonight, and again, that wraps up our top 3. It wraps up the super late model portion of the night. One race left. It's the Winged 410 Sprint Cars, and we travel to the sprint car capital of the world, the Knoxville Raceway. Again, a big thanks to all the drivers that had turned up throughout the past 8 weeks. And again, Season 9 changes in coming in the way that this Super Late Model series works, and of course a feeder series as well. So keep an eye out on the World of Thunder Facebook page for all that kind of stuff. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, a big thanks to DirtFan.com and World of Thunder iRacing League for putting this on. Until next time, it's Brett Wheeler signing off, saying good night.